And joining me now, Epstein survivor Alicia Arden, along with her attorney, Gloria Allred, who, of course, has represented more than a dozen Epstein survivors, also a founding partner of Allred, Morocco, and Goldberg. Welcome to both of you. Gloria, I'm going to start with you here. Thanks for joining me in studio. It's great to have you back.
Thank you.
Again, what is the significance of this ranch? We know there was the island. We've been through all these iterations, but now the ranch. Why is that so important now?
Yeah, the ranch in New Mexico.
Yes.
Jeffrey Epstein had 3 residences in Manhattan, in Little St. James Island in the Caribbean, and the ranch in New Mexico. The ranch was not searched. The ranch was not secured in 2019 when the FBI began their investigation. Why it wasn't searched or secured is a question that is still not answered. The guests that you just had are from New Mexico. The investigation is now being done by the state of New Mexico. And the FBI, according to reports, told them to stand down in 2019, told the state not to do that. So since it wasn't searched, since it wasn't secured, the Zorro Ranch, a lot of the evidence may be contaminated or simply have disappeared.
Sure.
We don't know. There's a new owner now of the ranch as well who allowed the search.
Yeah.
Having said that, I'm not saying that it shouldn't be searched now, but I'm kind of skeptical.
A
lot of the witnesses who might have come forward, and there were victims who became survivors who did speak to the FBI, who gave 302 witness statements. So I don't know if there are new people coming forward now or what.
Yes.
I'm a little skeptical that there'll be prosecutions, but let's hear what they have to say, be respectful, and then see if there can be any kind of justice.
Yeah, we actually, on American Agenda, on the other day, we did speak to Annie Farmer, and she was one of those victims, a very early victim in the 90s, of course, at the ranch. And also joining us, Alicia Arden. I know, Alicia, you were a survivor. You are a survivor after an incident that happened in Santa Monica, of course, at Shutters, when you thought you were at a modeling audition. Makes a lot of sense there. And you were one of the first ever survivors, first who was a victim of this predator, to actually file your story with the police. Yes. As you are hearing about what potentially happened at the ranch and to other survivors, what does that make you feel like, knowing that you were one of the first and that you did the right thing?
Well, I'm very proud of myself that I did that, and I did that for myself and the other victims. I didn't know at the time that it would be leading to all this. And I went in there and I wanted to file the police report. I was really discouraged from the police department, and I was told to leave. And I did. And they said, think about it and come back. And I thought about it, and I went back to Santa Monica, California, and filed it there. But I'm just wondering, I've always said, if they just would have kept track of Jeffrey Epstein and my police report and followed him a little more, I believe I always could have saved the girls and myself from all this trauma we're going through. And also, why wasn't he was a registered sex offender and kind of doing house arrest a little bit in Florida with Acosta, which, made no sense either. But was he a registered sex offender in New Mexico, and this property all of a sudden coming up that he owned and assaulted women there and young girls in New Mexico? Shouldn't he have been a registered sex offender in New Mexico?
Yeah, especially now, I think so many questions that seem so